the Swan song, episode 17, the very last ride along, even though the last one was the last ride along. Alright, so welcome to Ride Along. There's a couple of reasons I'm doing this. There's three really, so I'm going to go over those. One is I just wanted to give everybody an update about my bike health and myself. And secondly, I wanted to talk about our new fancy 360 Fly, which is one of the coolest little cameras I think I've ever dealt with. Anyway, okay, so that's the 360 Fly, and then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was my new show and studio. So let's jump in. All right, so anyway, on the Elf, okay, so Elf, my bike, we broke a cam chain early in the fall, like it was like mid-September. And at that point, I benched her, I pulled her engine out, and we're gonna slowly rebuild it, but I want to rebuild it a lot different this time. Add a few more things, add some things I couldn't afford last time on the build. So that's how it's going with Elf right now. Again, I'm like I say, I want to do something pretty cool with the engine this time around. So probably be on another bike this spring coming up here. So yeah. And then me, I want to thank everybody that emailed and chatted me and tried to make sure that I was okay after my last video. The concern was much appreciated, let me tell you that. I really appreciate it, and I will tell you that yes, I was going through a pretty dark patch of depression. Things are tremendously better now. Okay. So that's my update. Things are good. I appreciate things, and I'm in a much better place than I was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, or, whatever. So it's been good. It's been a really good journey, and I'm happy that where I'm at. So now I want to show you something cool. Watch this. Whee! Pretty neat, huh? That is the ability that my new 360 Fly cameras have. They're 4K, and they shoot in 360. Currently, all the angles you've seen on this ride, and that big spin shot, and this, and this. Oh, wait. Let's do it again. And let's look over to the lake. Oh, wow. Okay, back to the road. All right, so you can kind of see that this gives you a whole new ability when you're moto vlogging. This gives you the ability to look around and post-production. So this is when I'm out, there's one little camera that I've got mounted on the gas tank, and it's shooting everything, okay? I go into post-production, and I can pull out the pieces that I want. I can make effects, like the spinnings, and I can do the looks, okay? But I'm nowhere near done playing with this thing yet. It is innovating my entire filmmaking process. So what's crazy about it is these are $600. Now that might seem like a lot of money, but if you put some money into GoPros and all of that stuff, this gets you the ability to record all of it for one camera, and that's the 4K version. The HD version is a little cheaper, 1080p, I believe. And of course, in my new show, we'll have lots of different 360 footage as well that you can look around in and kind of see cool shots and stuff like that. Well, we're only going to do that for action shots. We're not going to do that for the show. The show is still going to be in the 2D format. 1080p, it'll look great on your big screens, and I hope you guys watch it. So, with that, let's move on to that. But again, check out this 360 Fly, guys. This thing is it's pretty cool. I'll put links up in the descriptions, and I'll check out the logo, but 360fly.com, and you'll get right there. So next, let's jump into the new studio. I kind of went to the drawing board and I said, okay, what do I want to do with this? I've looked at the market. I've seen what moto vlogging is, and what do I want to do in the future with this? And so I started to come up with, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And so what I realized is I was developing in my head multiple shows. So what I decided to do was go ahead and start a studio, which is something, I'll be honest, I've always wanted to do, a movie studio. So it's not far out. I had a name picked out and all of that stuff. So I'd like to present Renaissance Works. Renaissance Works is a studio that operates out of Wheeler County, Utah. And we have multiple series in development for different distribution methods, and we are looking for new talent all the time, and we really are having a good time with this. This is going to be a very cool little adventure. So like I said, we have currently, I think it's 5 or 6 different series planned for the studio, maybe even 7. And so I'm just kind of wanting to show you what this camera can do a little bit, because I want to show you that, look, I can walk over here and look at you, but I can walk and look at the camera and it's going to follow me. Now, it's just me and the bike right now. There's nothing else. So again, how cool is that? How cool is that, being able to get that shot? And look, I can look behind the bike too. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, we're developing many different series, but most of them are going to be somewhat motorcycle related. We have Tree on the Throttle, which is our very first series, and we're a motorcycle review and lifestyle show, is basically how we're billing it. So there is episodes on the website. I'll pull that up for you here, and then you can just watch all the episodes. That's where all the episodes will be gathered, although right now there's only the pilot. But check it out. It was a good show. We have come up a ways in technology since filming that one, so you should expect more out of our first season. And then we also have Three at the Bench. These are our reviews, and this will be much bigger in the future. This right now is only a couple bikes that we did at Victory, but we have gear that we're reviewing. We have partners we're working with, and there'll be many more reviews in this section in the future, whether that be gear or even rides, whatever. We'll come up with lots of cool stuff. Hey guys, check out treeonthethrottle.com for me. Subscribe on YouTube on that channel. We're building it up. We're getting there. We really got a lot of heart and soul and hard work poured into this new show. And it is better than anything I ever did on Ride Along. So I hope you guys will check it out. And to everybody that's stuck with me, to all my 200 subscribers, almost 200, I'll never quite get over it. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me and talking to me. When I see a view, it's almost like a friend, you know. It's like, oh, there's somebody watching. Somebody out there gives a shit. So, hey, thanks, guys, for everything, and we'll see you on Tree on the Throttle.
O'clock in the morning, but I'm still awake. I'm wondering where you've gone. You stayed away so long. Said you love me, but you never really cared.